Hey guys, so April did her little winding of all of her yarn and craft area, and I think it's time that I do mine because I would have to say my little craft area is way worse than hers. um you can see we had a party last weekend, so a lot of things just got shoved over here. This table doesn't belong here. This shelf needs to go to my room. But also I have projects and yarn just everywhere. I want to redo this in some color, in like rainbowy-ish landscape. Right now it was just as I twirled it up, it got put on the wall. So I also have all of these cubes that were previously used for my daycare and my my daughter's homeschool. So a lot of this stuff can actually go. Where I'm going to put it, I don't know yet, but that will free up a lot of space over here that I can use for crafting. But yeah, I need to redo all of the yarn in my little drawer thingy-majiggies, and like this is a box of books that doesn't belong here, and my desk area has become the literal junk drawer. This is kind of what we're starting with. But I'm just gonna let the camera roll as I start cleaning this out and enjoy. The cats have found some of my yarn. Was it you? Was it you? You did it, huh? I know you did it. So first thing I did was I just cleared the entire space. So you can see this is it's big, but it's not big. This is part of my living room. This living room is really long, and this is just kind of an unused space, so I turned it into my little office slash craft room. Hey Evie. Hi baby. Where are you going? Yeah, and I gotta stop this. They like to go through the things. I know, I moved all your yarn. Now you want to climb in it. The first thing I'm going to do is organize all my yarn. I think that's the best thing to do first. Evie, what are you doing? Evie. Hi, baby. Hi. What are you doing? Ah, you're going to get me. Let's move on to the yarn. I'm going to get something to put on the floor and then dump all the yarn on the floor. Because I'm a Marie Kondo kind of cleaner. I have to pull everything out and then put it all back, because otherwise I feel like I'm pushing things on top of things, if that makes any sense. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull all the yarn out, separate it probably by fiber content, and then make zones in my little bins. So, and also, like, these are the best for yarn storage. Like, I don't know, you can tell, but there is a crap ton of yarn in here. And because I have 3 cats and a dog. My dog doesn't shed, but the cats do a little bit. And so I love this because it keeps the dust. I also live in a very dusty area, so it keeps the dust and the cat hair off of my yarn, which I can't handle. Cat hair and dog hair. Ugh. I love my cats, but I can't handle the fur everywhere. So I think I'm rambling, but yeah, that's the plan for right now. I think this will also be kind of fun to see what I have in here, because I mean, this one is fairly new, but these ones, I have some like yarn I've had for over a year, so I'm kind of interested to see what's in here. First one we have, this is from Joann's Big Twist Livings. Oh my god. This is going to be all acrylic. Look. This is one little box. It's literally the height of my hand. But all of that fit in this like little 2-hand space. And I had room in there. So yeah, these things hold a lot of yarn. Now you might have seen that was really organized. This is just too small for all of my acrylics, so I might be moving them to these ones, which are a lot bigger. It's probably like 3 hands, and then it's very deep. Compared to this one is not as deep. All right, this is acrylic. This is the Bernat Softy Baby. Another thing I got from Joann's. The Draper James Classic Cotton. So cottons are definitely gonna go somewhere else. This was just like random. I think this is 100% wool. It's probably the only wool skein I have, so that'll go in my miscellaneous pile. Oh yeah. And then I have a ton of this Woobles yarn. It's cotton and nylon. We'll make it its own pile. Ooh, what was this? When I roll it, I do keep the things. Okay, this was Big Twist Petite. I like tied them together and put them into big skeins. So this is acrylic. Oh yeah, and then these are those fleecy, were they wool? It doesn't even say. I know it says more. Oh, it's acrylic. Okay, so that'll go in acrylic. Again, if I have room, I'll put them in here. Evie, you cannot go in there. Am I shutting the doors on you? All right, that one's done. I'm gonna move this completely out of the way. All right, this is where it starts to get a little more chaotic. Okay, so this should be all cotton. I have some like that I got at a boutique shop. They're from Nepal, some kind of Nepal cotton. These ones I also got at a boutique. It's the Queensland collection. They're cotton. This is all cottons. Oh my gosh, I love this one. This is 100% acrylic. The Menagerie yarn. So pretty, so soft. But it is like a 3-weight, I think. Yeah, it's a 3-weight. So once I get them all together, I'll probably sort them not just by fiber, but also by weight. So then, like, if I know I have a project that I need a 3-weight, I know where it is. The rest of this is all Caron Simply Soft, which is 100% acrylic. So I need to start a pile just for that. Separately, okay, by color here. I did get a lot of this from Joann's during the clearance sales. I really love working with the Caron Simply Soft yarn. It's like so soft. Like I know in April's thing she said she didn't like pink. I love pink. Not so much like a baby pink, but I love like magentas and like hot pinks. So that one is done. That one wasn't too full. Okay, and then I got these last year at the clearance sale at Hobby Lobby. These are viscose polyester and nylon. It's a very stretchy, I think it's number 3. It says a 4, but like really this is a 3. I think I only have 5 skeins of that one. Okay, I think this is a cotton, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, it's acrylic. Okay, this is literally a number 1 superfine, but I loved the colors. I just don't know what to do with it. I did start something and I probably got frustrated. So, yeah, I'll put that over here. All right, so I do have quite a few of these textured twists, but they are acrylic. See, this is where I have to like take, so acrylic, I have a lot and I don't even use acrylic that much. So I'm gonna have to sort it not only by acrylic, but also by like finishes. Like this one's loopy, this one is fuzzy, and by size, I don't know. This is a jumbo number 7. I don't think so. This is more like a 5/6. All right, now this is a cotton knit. So this is 100% cotton, but it's also like a jumbo. Like this is a true, see, and this one says Super Bulky number 6. Like this is thinner than this. I don't, the sizing on these things, I just don't get it sometimes. This would be a number 7 to me. But this is cotton, so we'll put it over here. Okay, these I'm sure are acrylics. Acrylic and polyamides. Okay, so these over here. I have yet to find something to do with these because they're like thin and then they're thick. It's called Through Thick and Thin. Okay. Almost done. Here is what we're looking at right now, guys. This massive pile of acrylic, and I don't even like using acrylic. How does this happen? This is 2 rows deep, and then the top is kind of just piled on top. That's my little cotton pile. I guess you can tell kind of what I like to use. I do like to use cotton because I do make garments, so it makes sense the pile's smaller because I do use it. My randoms, I have the Bernat, this stuff, I have that wool and scrubby yarn. These are all my threads. I really don't have too many. One day I'll use all that. Oh yeah, this is all cotton too, and there's some more randoms back there. But yeah, I don't think it's too bad. Oh, this is not counting this yarn, which I'm not moving. I have like 2 more boxes of it in my room, and these are my big twists and Caron 1-pounders up here, which I'm not gonna pull those out. That's where those are gonna stay. And I do have a lot of project bags that have random yarns in them, but those yarns are already allocated to projects, so I am not doing those. This is just all my unallocated yarn. Like, I don't have a current project for it, and it needs a home. So next step, putting it all back. This is more where I'm gonna have to make some decisions, and I might decide to get rid of some of this yarn, because definitely like this thick and thin yarn, I don't think I'm gonna use it. It literally, I mean, you can see from this one string, it starts off really thin and then it gets bigger and then it goes back to being thin. So like, what hook do you use with that? I mean, it suggests a 5mm. I wouldn't even use a 5mm on the thickest parts of this. I don't know. I might get rid of that yarn. So I'm definitely gonna be making some choices. I'll let April decide if she wants any of this yarn. She probably doesn't, I don't know. She seems to be the dumping ground of where I give all my yarn lately. Otherwise, I might list it for sale, I don't know. We'll see. Also, all that ribbon yarn I got, that's also in a box in my room, and it's gonna stay there because it's already put away. I can't access it. I have been using it, and they're big, so I don't want to put them in here and take up all this space when I have all this other yarn. Okay, so what I've decided on for the organization, this smaller, what do you call these things, drawers? I don't know. This smaller one, I'm gonna put all of the cotton, my thread, and the random yarns. I think that's a good choice. And then all of this acrylic, I'm gonna put into here. And I'm going to separate them by weight. I mean, the majority of it is 4, but I do have some 3 and some 5, and then some that say they're 7, but obviously aren't. So I'm gonna do them by size and then by style. So obviously, like, Caron Simply Soft is a very straight yarn. It's not textured, but then I have some yarns that are textured. So I'm going to separate those. So I'm going to have my non-textured 4s and my textured 4s. And then I think I'll really be able to get a grasp on what I have, what projects I need to do possibly to get rid of some of this yarn. And then as I go, I'm going to do a love it or list it. And I love a lot of this yarn, but I don't need a lot of this yarn. And I'm going to have a bye-bye pile. Do I do them like this, or do I do them like this? I think I'm going to do it like that, because then I can do it too high like that, and still see, and I think it'll take up less space that way. And some of these I don't have 3, and this one is like perfect, not snug, 3 deep. Yeah, we're gonna do it this way. All right, so all of the non-acrylic is done. Up here I have all of my cottons, well, not all of it, but all of my Lily Sugar and Creams, my 24/7 cotton, and my indie yarns, and then my I love this cotton. So those are the main brands that I do use, and I really love the 24/7 cotton because it's braided, so I definitely don't split my stitches. And the one drawback to Lily Sugar and Cream is that it can hurt your hands sometimes, depending on what kind of stitches you're doing. So that's my main cottons that I use a lot. So that'll probably be empty within a month, and I'll have to buy more. This is the rest of the cotton. I put that Draper James back in there. All of my threads fit perfectly in there. I actually have some room to spare. I could probably like pull these up. I don't know. Whatever. And then down here, I put all those specialty yarns, and mostly like my polyesters. So I have the Woobles yarn, that really super soft yarn that I use to make a blanket, and then this really springy, like as in it springs back up and down, black yarn that I have yet to find a purpose for, but I will, because I really like it. Oh, and I decided I'm getting rid of this. We got it at the Joann's haul. I don't even know how it ended up in my bag, because it's not soft. It's really kind of scratchy. It's wool. I'm sure some people love that stuff, but I'm getting rid of that. And then I have this scrubby yarn. I did use it as like a detail on something one time. Oh, I think I used it as a detail on a cactus, because this looks like spikes. I don't need it. It can go. All right, next step is sorting through all the acrylic. I'm gonna go ahead and make piles on the floor, and then that way I can visualize kind of what I'm gonna put into each bin, because I have an approximation in my head of how much will fit in each one. So I'm gonna start putting them into piles, and then I'll be able to put them in the things. And I'm gonna hope that my little kitty here doesn't ruin my yarn. This over here is all my texture, well, this is my thick yarn. It's got a little texture to it, but it's fluffy, okay? It's still straight. This here is all my textured yarn. And I do have them separated, except for this palette. I have them separated by brand, kind of. And this is all the 4-weight yarn, except for I have a 1 and some 3s. Okay, I'm going to start off with this 5-weight bulky acrylic. It's kind of fuzzy. I have quite a bit of it. I just got this stuff from the Hobby Lobby clearance sale. So I'm going to start putting all of this in here. Here, this is a 6-weight yarn. I'm going to put that starting on this side. And I have 2 of this color. So it is pretty full, but also I can squish these down quite a bit. So I'm going to start doing that. This yarn is going to go up here. Squish that over and start putting these cakes in here. One right there. If I put this in the front, I can still see what's behind it. I have this one random skein. Honestly, what am I going to do with one random skein? It's not enough to do anything. I'm going to part with this. Okay, what should I put under here? I think I could put all the textured yarn under here, and then like this will be like my bulky and textured, and then this could be all my different straight 4-weights. I think that works. All right, so here's where we're at. Up here is all my fuzzy yarns. You can see It's squished, but not even that bad. Like, I could squish it more. There's a lot of yarn in there. And then in here, I don't have too much yarn. I could definitely squish all of that up into like literally 2 piles. And then that's only one. So really I have half a thing empty in here. But that's all my textured yarn. And now let's work on the straight acrylic. Okay, camera died. I had to wait for it to charge, but here's where I got. So up here is all of my solid Caron Simply Soft, and I love this yarn, a little bit of cakes that I have right there. Down here is mostly my Big Twist solids, some Hobby Lobby yarn, some Dollar Tree yarn, but I think this is looking way good. I have tons of space still up in here, all of this front space. And then the last one down here is all my variegated yarns, which I thought I had way more than that, but when I do use acrylic, it's usually variegated yarn, so it makes sense that I don't have a lot left. But I am shocked with how much room I have left in all of these bins. And you would think, oh, did you get rid of a lot? I did not get rid of that much. So here is my pile of what I'm getting rid of. Obviously, I hate Red Heart. I got this because I thought that it would go in my my Centro to make beanies, and I'm like, oh, I'll just use it that way, but literally it clogged up my Centro. So getting rid of it, not even going to try this one then, and I am going to get rid of all of this yarn. So not sure how I'm going to get rid of it yet. I'll let April decide if she wants this. She may not. Oh, and then I'm getting rid of this. So really it's only this little container. So I think I'm going to cut it there because that's all the yarn organized. In my next video, which I don't think I'll get to it today. I'm gonna go through all my projects bags and baskets and all the project things. So that might be more of a Frogger finish episode. What do you think? And then I'll be working on my desk area because I have all this space up here. I have a bookcase in the other room that I think I'm going to put on top of my desk and use it as like my backsplash. So give me some more storage areas. But yeah, I think it is turning out really good. I love it. This is not going to stay here. It's probably going to go back over here in front of the window, but yay. And I did not get to that. That'll be a different project for a different day. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later.